And welcome back to the Corbellic studio. Today is another shipping day where we're going to be taking care of a bunch of shipping. Look at this list, this pal that I got right here. All right, we're going to be taking care of this on camera. I still have, this is only like at least half of it, but we do this every day. It's a blessing that, I even get to be able to ship. Well, actually, I don't ship. I told my assistant to take off for today. So that way I can have some content and I can show you again how we do shipping, but also that it's possible that you could do shipping too. So, that way there's some people in the comments who don't, who might not believe that I do this every single day. This is what I do every single day. And think about it. I ship this much art out every single day because I work off of auctions. I make sure that I get paid every single day. I don't wait around for the sale like other resellers or do buy nows. I do buy nows, but I make sure that I leverage it against the auctions. And you can learn more about that in the eBay Art Community Program. Just tap in. It's free. You get all the descriptions, everything of what you need to learn. It's all in there. You can do this yourself. I never went to art school. I don't have social media. I don't run ads. I run this because I'm off of art projector. But you can learn more about that, or you can see the other YouTube videos. Let's get into this before my post office guy comes and he says I'm late. All right. So this one right here, I'm going to show you how I do this paper art. Okay. Look at this paper art. And what's crazy is we did this one together. And one of the earlier videos, I did this in the eBay art community video. I have a longer version where I show how I break this down and how I work off of paper art. So if you're not already, tap in. The videos in there in the free link so you can see more videos of how I even do paper art like this. That's like a cowgirl, really cool silhouette. Western. I love doing stuff like that. Look at this other art piece right here. Hold on, before I box this up, let me show you like this one, for example. Look at this. And I also show how you could do that too as well on paper. Just have fun with it and be free flowed. All right, so let's box this up. Is this correct? All right, I just had to make sure that this was the correct buyer because I was playing around out there. I was so eager and excited to show you the other piece of art. So let's bag this up right here. Well, let's not bag it up. I'm going to box it up, but it's going to be in a hard letter form box. So these right here, these are hard, hard, unbendable, unfoldable letters right here, okay? And these I put paper art when it comes to these. I don't have to box them up or anything like that. And I just make sure that I put the parchment paper that's on top. We signed it in the back. Certificate of C of A comes with it, and then we put it in here, and the customer always love it. Now I get these from Uline. I order 100 of these that come in a box, and it's only for like $50. Also have a link where you could buy this at in the eBay art community. You get everything is broken down for you, so there's no guessing or anything like that. You can do this too. You can make as many pieces of paper art that you want and just have fun with it, and it's going to sell. So let's put this in here. Let's sign it on the back. Certificate of authenticity is already there. I'm going to put this in here. Fold the parchment paper on top of it. That way it's protected, the art, and it makes it more professional. They know that they're dealing with a professional studio, right? And this took me years, to figure out how to really do things properly. I remember when I was starting off, I was shipping art that was so sloppy. I mean, not like the art was sloppy itself, which it probably was because I was just doing anything, and it didn't matter because people were still buying it. But it was just more even how I was shipping. I had to learn so much about shipping, but you're in luck because you don't have to figure any of that stuff out. Everything is laid out for you. How to ship, where to get the supplies, how much to charge. how to do the combined invoicing so you don't have to deal with it and think about the calculations. Boom, and we're done with that one. Let's do the next paper one. And let me show this off one more time. This is beautiful. You can do this too. Look at that. I work that quick too. I show how to paint these 5 to 7 minutes, and then we're on to the next one. That's called the lottery ticket effect right there when it comes to creating art that way. You're gonna have more chances to win the lottery the more tickets that you have, right? Or do you want to spend so much time trying to create a Mona Lisa? You paint the Mona Lisa, you think it's beautiful, and then you realize nobody wants it. That sucks. I've been there before. After that, you're like, you know what? I'm done with art. I'm not an artist. I spent 30 hours on that painting and nobody likes it. I'm done with that mindset. All right, so it's in there, it's protected, it's beautiful, it's signed, C of A. Look, we box it up like that. It's sturdy. And I'm old school. I still use paper when it comes to printing out labels. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't have one of those Rolio things yet, I just been doing it this way. And I also get these from the post office, which are free. These are the labels that you could just put them in, the clear labels, and they just, stick to the box. I also have a link below where you can get these. The only thing you have to do is just print them out, or just go to the post office on the link. You can say how many that you want. They deliver it for free. These are free. There's no problem at all. And I've been doing this for years. All right. It always feels so good to just like get art out the door. It's like getting money out the door. You're just blessed that you even get the customers, but also eBay's going to reward you when they see that it's scanned that day. See, my postal guy, he's so cool where when he comes and picks it up, he scans each box. So that way it's shown that it was picked up, and that way they show where it has the transit, and that it shows accountability. Some postal people that I've had in my past, they were lazy and they don't even want to scan it when they pick it up. So it's like the first time that it's being scanned, it'll show that it was scanned when it arrives to the city. By that time, people don't know what's going on because 3 to 4 days went by, and then it shows that, and then you might come up with a late delivery on your report for the eBay report, and that's how you miss out on top rated sellers. But like I said, tap in and I can show you how to get past all of that, how you can become top rated seller, how you can keep your top rated seller and not have any kind of defects. But if you do have defects, I also have a program in there how to remove it. All right, let's go back to this. Now this, look at this. We did this painting together, and you can see it's sold because all the paintings sell. Remember this? That might be a thumbnail, just shipping these out. So I get this box right here. This is what I always order. This is one of the largest priority boxes. It might be an international priority box. I also have where you can get this in the description as well too. You can get these for free. You can get these delivered for free. It's the post office. But the cool thing about the post office, and when you're an eBay seller, you don't have to look at yourself as a normal customer, because we're not taking advantage of them. We're partners with them. Pitney Bowes signed a contract with eBay, so that's how we're able to transfer the shipping cost onto the customer. So that's how they're able to save money, because they help us save money because they signed a contract with the post office. We are partners with them. They make money because we make money. We're both partners in how we do business. So even though it's delivered to us for free, it's not, because we do so much business within eBay. This is a 12 by 16, so I'm going to wrap from the top and the bottom. And remember, we always put the parchment paper on top to protect that beautiful, all those layers that we created when we did this painting. So I do this as proof. This is cool, where this is like full circle. You see me create it. Now you get to see a video of me shipping it out the door, because it's all possible, and you can do it too. Remember, when I created this, I didn't know what I was doing in the process. I didn't know what was going to come out of it. We were just having fun together. But this one sold right here, and it sold for a high amount on the auctions. But that's the blessing. That's the lottery ticket effect. You're not going to have that unless you create within those 7, 10, or 12 minutes and then on to the next one, because you're just creating multiple lottery tickets for yourself and not thinking about it. All right, so let's box this up. When it comes to 12 by 16s, I crease the edges like that a little bit so that way it can fit in, and there's no problem. And then the only thing I got to do is close it up. Now it might look like that. The only thing we do, we just fold it right back onto itself. Now it might look like this, right? It's going to look like you don't have space because the sticker inside or the tape inside can't go. So anything you got to do, you just got to put one piece of tape on top of there. And then we wrap it up in our shipping paper. The shipping paper I get from a local shipping place, but you could also order this on eBay. I have the link for this as well. I have a link for everything. I have a breakdown for everything. There's no guessing for you. You get into the program, everything is already built up for you, from the website, for how to set up your page, for the equipment to get. I have the links where to go. I have everything set up for you. There's no guessing. Just get in the program and start making money. Stop wasting time. All right, when we fold this up, I always wish that I had a time machine so that I could go back in the past and start doing eBay when it was like the real golden days, from what I hear. And that I had somebody like me that had a program to show me all the steps of what I've learned now. Like everything that I wish that I've learned now about eBay, I wish I could go back in the past, 20 years ago and apply the same thing. But man, I'd be easily a multi-millionaire overnight without even thinking about it. And if you haven't already, I have a video on why you should join the program, what comes included, but also proof of income. Because if you're skeptical like I'm skeptical, I don't believe anything. I don't trust nothing that nobody says, especially nowadays online. They're all liars and scammers, but you can get online and you can see for yourself. My weekly, my monthly. And yeah, the numbers are gross. I'm not going to lie about that. But at the same point, I'm selling art. So it's not like you can see my gross and I'm losing out on thousands of dollars from resourcing electronics or refrigerators. People who resell those type of things, they have to buy $1,000 iPhone just so they can sell it for $1,200. And then they show their gross as $1,200 when really they only made $200. You get what I'm saying? These up here, my profit margins are higher because the canvas is only cost $2 and shipping is minimum because we use ground shipping, as I'm showing you. all of these things are broken down. All right, enough talking. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a time lapse so I can really get these done before my post office guy gets here. And He's like, oh man, what's going on? You're not ready. Normally you're more prepared than this. I didn't know that you were going to be running your mouth on YouTube. All right, so let's go through this time lapse right now. I'm gonna knock these out, and then later on in the day, I'm gonna have my assistant come back so she can knock out the other half of the canvases, and then we could just get this flow going. But yeah, this is an everyday thing. I'm gonna reconvene with you at the end of the video, and let's go. Now, the cool thing that you can see here compared to everybody else, I'm using the same box. So it doesn't matter what canvas that I'm working off of. If I'm using a 12 by 12, 12 by 16, or 14 by 11, or even if they're smaller, like 10 by 8 or 12 by 9s, they all could fit into this box right here. So that way I don't have to overthink. I keep everything simple. When I first started out in my eBay career, I was spending so much money and wasting money, losing profits because I was buying different size boxes for different size canvases that I was using. I'm talking about individual size boxes. That was before I started using these and doing ground shipping or ground advantage. But back then they didn't have ground advantage. That was just a new contract that eBay set up with Pitney Bowes that really saved all of us. So that's way I'm able to transfer the discount over to the customers. And you can see here, I'm just bagging it up, getting it on. These are the larger ones. These are 16 by 20s, and I'm able to box these up into the larger ones, and that's it. All right, that's that. Man, I do miss my assistant. I'm not gonna lie. She's a little bit faster than I am. It's been a while, but you know what? I still got it. I still got it. You can see all the work that we was able to take care of. You can see all of the shipping. This isn't a brag video or a flex video at all. This is just work. This is a normal day. I do this every single morning, or she does this every morning while I go back and I do my art. But you can do this too. Now I hand the keys over to you. I'm excited for you to do the same thing. You're going to be able to ship out art, make money, make the profits, be accountable, and have a whole program. If you're interested in how you can start doing this for yourself with little to no money invested up front, it's definitely not anything like those ads or any of those coaching programs. You can just get into the eBay art community. Links below. It's free. Tap in, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Oh man, my back hurts. I need a lunch break or something like that. I need some water. All right, we need to stretch it out. I'm going to check you guys out in the next one.